What is going on, guys? Today we are going to talk about the easiest ways to improve in Counter-Strike 2. Now, a lot of us lose our focus and don't understand exactly what we need to do in order to get better and better at the game. We fall into complacency. We start just playing the game mindlessly and not understanding the path forward to success, the path to grow. And today I want to give you my perspective as somebody who has made a lot of money playing Counter-Strike, been very successful, played internationally, and I say these things to give you guys the insight that this is going to be legit. There's a lot of guides out there, there's a lot of BS, and today I'm going to give you the cheat code that I wish that I would have known with Counter-Strike 2 and how to actually go from being a nobody in this game and finding your place, finding your purpose, because at the end of the day, I want every single one of you guys to get better. So before we get into that, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
Alright guys, so how do we actually go from being this lower tier player and growing and turning into something greater? The truth and the secret behind this is being a sponge when we play, right? Think about anything that you do in life. If you just mindlessly do it and you're not actively trying to improve, learn, grow, and get better, you aren't going to get better. So the first thing you need to do is have the mindset where every single thing that we are doing is out of self-improvement and to better ourselves in our game and in the time playing, right? This is every single aspect of the game and also outside of the game. Too many players don't realize that part of the reason they're bad at Counter-Strike is because they are not growing as people either. They're not getting better. They're not going to the gym. They're not working out. They're not eating healthy. They're not drinking water. They're not sleeping. There's so many things in your life that tie into Counter-Strike before you even try to get better at the specifics inside of the game. Now, also guys, I think it's fair to tell you before we discuss tangibles and things we can change in the game. Also, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it is Counter-Strike. You can't be playing this game on a potato anymore. This is CS2. A lot of you guys are being held back by the gear that you're using and stuff, but I don't want you to use that as an excuse as to why you can't learn and get better. I started this game out on a laptop that got 50 frames in CSGO. It doesn't matter where you're at now, what peripherals you have like right now, you can always upgrade and buy more in the future, but a few things that you can do no matter what setup you have, no matter what rank you are, what level you are, what your internet is like. I had horrible internet when I was first trying to play this game. Is learning the team aspect of the game, learning grenades, learning lineups, doing all these things you can do in an offline server with no internet connection. If you have passion for this game, there is zero excuse that you don't know how to throw instant smokes, how you don't know how to smoke stairs and jungle on Mirage, how you don't know how to smoke catwalk on Dust 2, right? You should be taking in this util that is out there on all of these YouTube channels and learning from that. Now, for those of us that are blessed enough to be able to play the game without having too many interruptions, and we actually have an okay setup, at least 144 hertz, what we can do to actually take those steps and grow and get better is be that sponge like I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. Guys, inside of your game, it doesn't matter who you are playing with. You can learn from every single player, both through good and bad. If you see a player do a horrible rotation or play a very bad spot, you can learn through them and understand, okay, I shouldn't be doing that. Or if a player is giving you criticism, we can take that criticism and actually grow from it and learn from them. They might be right, they might be wrong, but no matter what level, no matter what place you find yourself inside of this game, there is always ways to learn and grow through these mistakes you're making, teammates are making, other team is making. I want you guys to, instead of looking at results-based analysis, be able to grow outside of that and understand, was this a good play or was this a bad play? Bad players, what they do inside of this game, if they're actually trying to, when they're trying to get better, is they'll say, I got an ace doing this. I got 5 kills. This must be a good play. Well, guys, you might have made the dumbest play possible, but the other team just wasn't ready. And that play works in face level 2, but that's never going to fly in face level 6, 7, and so on, right? So we need to be able to be mature enough to grow outside of the results-based analysis and understand what plays should I be doing in order to build myself and grow and grow. Guys, also, actively train and practice. So many of you guys just want to play the game, and I love that. That's awesome, right? But if you're not actively practicing jumps, actively practicing these strafes, these movements, pre-fires, all this different thing, you're not going to develop your mechanics as fast as you possibly could. You can either take thousands of hours to do this stuff, or I've seen players develop this in hundreds of hours and become very talented because they understand what they need to be doing. The easiest way to grow in this game is to emulate what you see working. Emulate what you see professional players doing. Emulate what you see high skill players in your games doing, and steal. This game is all about stealing that knowledge and stealing that information from other people and applying it to your own game, adding that information into your own library and becoming a better player from that. It literally doesn't matter what level you're at. The something that has always helped me grow is by doing that. I learned so much through the players that I coach. I learned so much through people that are so much lower level than me, because there is always a way to soak some sort of information out of stuff, right? You guys should be studying the game and learning from it if you truly want to make Counter-Strike your passion, your purpose, and what you do for a living. And, or, if you guys want to play in the upper echelons of this game, it's so important to have that mindset and be able to learn and grow through all of that. Too many players, they don't understand why they can't get better, but they're not finding that value out of other people, and they just are so quick to blame their teammates. They're so quick to blame the randoms in their game. And trust me guys, I do the same thing when I'm in a bad mood. It's just Counter-Strike, it's just life, but we need to understand that we are also the problem. We're not perfect players. There's nobody in this game that is perfect, and if we can understand that, we're halfway there to growing and to learning, right? If you think that you are a perfect player, if you think that you have nothing to work on, you are completely wrong, and there is no place in this game for you. Even Simple, even Zaiwu, even Monacy, these players are constantly working hard and grinding to grow their skills, grow their mechanics. Now, what can we do to actually grow and rank up as fast as possible? So I've mentioned this time and time again on my channel, and I think it's so important to constantly remind you guys and bring this up to new viewers, or people who've just watched from the past, is find players that are going to help carry you and players that are going to provide you value. It doesn't matter if your elo gets artificially inflated through getting carried by these players. The point is not to raise your elo. Your elo is irrelevant. Your elo doesn't matter. It's just a number, right? The point is to surround yourself with players that are better skilled than you, so that eventually you can learn from them and grow and take their skills and implement it into your game. If you get carried by these people, it's not good enough to just be carried. If you go 0-13, I don't care. But if you went 0-13 and soaked in as much information while you were dead, while you're spectating these people, it's so good. And guys, you have to be able to ask questions. If you're not asking questions from better players, or even players at your same level, or professional players like me, I have a YouTube comment section. Reach out to people, annoy them, guys. Don't be afraid to annoy players and get that information, because that's going to make you better. Never be scared to ask questions, because yeah, people might blow you off, people might ego you, they might make fun of you, but trust me, I so much rather shoot my shot and ask a professional player, ask somebody that I want to learn from a question, and then blow me off, than me just not ask it at all. Soak in as much as you can. If you see someone do something crazy, be like, yo, how did you do that? Or why did you do that? Can you teach me? And maybe they'll teach you and you can start implementing that, right? For me, it was very tangible stuff. Like, I started seeing people throw grenades in so many different ways, and I didn't know you could do that. I thought you could only left, right, and middle click nades. I didn't know you could hold down the nade and adjust the distance based on your left and right clicking, and someone showed me that. I didn't know you could go up ladders fast until someone showed me that. I didn't know that you could silent drop and make no noise. I didn't know all these different mechanics until someone taught me, and learning those things made me a better player. Your mechanics will come with time, but there is so many things in this game that you're never going to be able to learn without opening yourself up and asking those questions. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give you, and I'm sure there will be so many comments on this video saying, wow, thanks man, you didn't teach me anything. I didn't learn anything from this video. And guys, those are the people that will never be able to grow and become better than where they are. They're so closed off, and they don't understand that this is the mindset that you have to have, and it's something that you gotta battle with every single day. I can make this video telling you guys this, but that doesn't mean anything if tomorrow I'm doing the same thing where I'm not listening, I'm blowing people off, I'm not getting better, I'm not learning, I'm not asking these questions. You're stifling, you're limiting yourself if you're not doing it day after day after day after day, right? We all have good days, bad days, but every single day can be a learning day. So I want to leave you with that today. Go ahead and show some love to this channel, hit that like button, ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on a single upload on this channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're going to keep grinding, we're going to keep growing, and we're going to make the most out of every opportunity we have. So appreciate every single one of you. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow.